Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel for another video. So we're back building another house in The Sims 4, of course. Today we're in Windenburg and we're making a very rectangular house, which is not too usual for me. I usually like to go for more of an interesting kind of shape, but today is quite boxy. So this house was actually a build that I did ages ago, near Christmas time, but I never uploaded it, and I actually just found it in my library the other day, so I decided to kind of recreate it on video more than anything else. And yeah, I kind of changed a few things because it was kind of Christmassy, so there was lots of sort of like greens and reds going on the inside, but I obviously changed that because it's not Christmas. So yeah, we kind of changed it up a little bit, used a bunch of the new stuff that came with Dine Out because this was the first house build that I'd done with the game pack, as it were, like since it's been out. So I wanted to use a few of those items, not too many of them though. Like, it doesn't matter if you don't have it, it's just a lot of the decorative items more than anything. So it's not like I was building a restaurant, then obviously it'd be pretty important for you to have the game pack, but that's not the case in this one. So if you guys have seen my previous video, which was Wisteria Willows, you will know that I am currently on holiday where you guys are watching this video, and these are pre-recorded. So I just recorded that one earlier today, and that is going up on Saturday the 25th, even though I don't know why I'm saying that because this one's going up afterwards, so you already would have seen that probably. So yeah, I don't know what day I'm going to post this one yet, but I'm currently in Tenerife enjoying the sun, so yeah. I'm really looking forward to going. We actually leave tomorrow when I record this, but I will already be there by the time you guys see it, so yeah, I'm really happy. And we were just going in and doing just like the boring stuff on the build, basically just adding like the doors and the windows. I was trying to figure out what windows I wanted to use because I basically just copied the layout of the other house and how it was going to look on the outside, but I changed everything else, like the windows, the doors, the paint, fences. I just changed everything. I pretty much just used the layout of the house because I wanted to do something quick, but I wanted it to be good, and I already really liked that build, so I thought, well, I might as well just recreate that on video and then just finish it. So, but naturally I always get roped into what I'm doing and then sort of like change things, and I think, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that, and it never quite turns out to be as quick as I wanted it to be. So this video was about 4 hours, I think, 3.5, something like that, which I was hoping it was going to be like a 2-hour build, but I managed to squish it down into like a 20-minute video, so it's not too bad. Because I've just been like really busy trying to get everything ready for my holidays, like packing and all that kind of stuff, so I didn't want anything to be too lengthy, but I also didn't want to like just leave for like a week or so with no videos, so I wanted to get a couple of builds up because I do enjoy doing this. It is fun. So adding some dormers and stuff in which the original house didn't have, and by original I mean the one that I built originally that you guys never saw. So and I put in these like circular windows. I thought they were quite a nice touch. So this is quite a suburban house, I suppose, but it's not like part of my suburban series because, I don't know, I just didn't want it to be. It wasn't fancy enough for that. I don't think there's not enough perfect landscaping or anything going on. So it is I think it's a 3-bedroom house, and it's got two bathrooms. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and all the bathrooms are upstairs. There's actually no downstairs bathroom, which is strange for me because I usually like to include a downstairs bathroom, but the original floor plan didn't have one. And like I said, I wanted it to be a quick build where I just like flew in and did work and just like put the floor plan in really quick. So I didn't edit it, and I didn't even notice until the end actually. I thought, oh, there's no downstairs bathroom, but it doesn't matter too much. And we went for like this greyish kind of tile on the roof. It was really nice, actually. I really liked it. It's kind of like got this sort of hint of green in it as well, in the right lighting. So, and of course we've got this beautiful new lighting system in the game, which if you have your settings on, I think it's Ultra, I think it is, or maybe it's just high, I'm not sure, then you get this awesome new lighting where it like flies through the window and you get all these shadows and everything. It's very, very realistic. It looks really cool. So you'll see me trying to make some sort of front entrance pathway here. I have a bit of a struggle at first, so you have to bear with me, but what we come up with in the end I actually really like, and it's not symmetrical, which I didn't want it to be too symmetrical because the house is already very symmetrical because it's kind of like rectangular, door in the center, so I wanted the front to be a bit more offset to make it a bit more interesting. We've also got just a decorative driveway off to the right there, which I've been doing in a couple of my builds just to mix things up, and it's just a bit more interesting than just having landscaping everywhere sometimes. Kind of adds some realism to it as well, because most houses have somewhere that you can, you know, park your car or whatever. So we're going in and laying out all the flooring and the wallpapers and everything, and I just chucked in what I had in the house originally, so that's why you can see that green wallpaper, but I changed that because it was a bit Christmassy, because I had like red in the living room, green in the dining room, just to go with the Christmas theme, but it didn't really work when it wasn't Christmas, so I actually changed that in the end. And we do modernise the house quite a lot on the inside, so it's quite modern on the inside. It's got a lot of like neutral colours, and yeah, we use a few things from Dine Out, like the chairs and some of the end tables and stuff. Those one with like what look like lights we use in the living room, which we'll get to later, so I'll show you. I'm just doing the kitchen here, and the kitchen I pretty much copied exactly nearly. It was all black and white, and I really like that, so it was cool the way it had these big glass windows at the end as well, so which is kind of similar to my house I just posted actually, because that had big glass windows in the living room. But yeah, I'm just putting the decorative stuff around and a few lights and just merge those into a cabinet. That's a trick that I really like to do. Loads of other people do it too. It's not really a trick, but you just use the move objects cheat and then move a wall light into the cabinets. It lights up the area without having to have some horrible wall lights, you know, hanging around. Or sometimes it's nice to move it really up to the bottom of the cabinets using the Alt key, you know. So yeah. Moving on to the dining room here is like I said, I was trying to make this green work for a while, but it don't know, it just didn't look right. Couldn't find a rug that matched well, and I don't know, it didn't look good. So we got rid of it, and we actually went for, I think it's grey, yeah, and then like a grey rug, and I used a couple of end tables in here as well, and I put some nice paintings. Wait, do I leave those in here? No, I was going to say I didn't think I did. I size some pictures up and make them look like they're sitting on the actual end tables themselves, and I just put like a few decorative items around. And I think I used one of the new Dine Out paintings here, like that one with all the people on it. But I think actually, yeah, we do, yeah. I really like that because it's nice for like family builds, because you can make it look like you've got a lot of pictures of family hanging around, so, which before we didn't really have anything like that, so it's quite good. Still struggling with curtains at the moment because there's like this weird glitch thing going on. But actually, there was an update the day I'm recording this. A new patch was added, and I haven't built since then. So I'm hoping they got rid of that, because it's kind of annoying. You like place curtains, and for some reason they turn blue regardless of their colour. So it's quite peculiar. So hopefully, in the update that they just did today, which is Thursday 23rd of June, that they have fixed it. That would be cool. So they actually also announced the kids stuff pack, which I think is probably out by the time this video is posted. So you guys will have to let me know in the comments if that's any good, because I'll be looking at my comments while I'm on holiday, of course. I'm obviously going to get it, but I don't think I'll do a review on it by the time I get back, because it'll be kind of pointless by then. But yeah, I hope it's good. I hope it comes with some interesting objects and like features and stuff. It looks like there's like a monster under the bed or something, so I don't know if that's a new gameplay item or just like a small interaction. I don't know, but hopefully it'll be good. There looks like this new puppet thing as well. In my opinion, puppets are just kind of freaky, but I suppose hand puppets are okay. But yeah, I was actually talking about this part in my last house building video. I said that I used these new curtains from Dine Out, which span like the floors, so you can make them look like they're just one flawless curtain. What was kind of weird though is that they didn't have, well no, I suppose now that I think about it, it kind of makes sense. I was going to say I didn't have one that spanned the entire height of the walls, but they do. It's just that I have like the short wall on top and then the medium wall on the bottom, so they didn't have one long enough to do that, but they do have the tall one, if that makes sense. You guys will know what I mean if you play the game and like mess around with the wall heights and stuff. So one thing that really bugs me in this stupid game is the doors on the, look like that French door at the back. It could be so much taller. It really bothers me because it looks so stupid in comparison to like the windows and everything. Like the windows are higher up than the door is. Like, what's up with that? I know it annoys James from the Sims Supply as well. Like, I couldn't agree more. It's just so frustrating. But yeah, anyway, the living room was so Christmassy in the original house. It had like a Christmas tree, red sofas, red wallpaper, green and red, and just like vomit tacky Christmas everywhere. So obviously I couldn't use anything from the original build in that sense, so I had to make up the living room as I went. But I like how it turned out. Actually, we went very neutral and like browns and creams in here. And those are the end tables I was talking about earlier off to the left there. And I actually merged them into these bookshelves as well to make them kind of look like built-in, which I thought was quite a cool idea. I don't know if those bookshelves are still usable or not, because I haven't playtested this house. And at the moment it's not up on the Sims 4 gallery because I don't have a name for it. You will obviously know the name because it will be the video title, but as I am recording this, it is just called House, which is a very original name, I know. So, but I had to, save it as something. So House it was because it's just very original and to the point. But yeah, I can't think of a house name. I like to make them interesting, but it's kind of hard to always come up with interesting names, I don't know. As you can see, struggling with curtains, like my whole life is just a struggle with the damn curtains in this game, but I like the way that we can move them around much easier in this game than you could in The Sims 3 or whatever, so it's much easier to place them in some respects. And going through and just adding in just a last few decorative bits, and I actually add a study desk off to the right hand side of this living room because it's like half the house, so it's a big room, so I thought that we would probably put the study in here as well. Well, not the study, but just a desk really. It just makes sense in my opinion to have that in here as well, so. And then I think we just add a little plant in, yeah. And we're moving upstairs, so as you can see, this is a pretty quick house building video for me. I'm usually taking way more time than this, but because I already knew the layout and everything that I wanted to do, I kind of just flew into it and flew through, so. This bathroom, I absolutely love it. This is exactly the same as the original house. I didn't change a thing. It looked so good. I really liked it. It has this sort of green, black and grey theme, and I use this green curtains, which I never use, but it was in the original build, and when I came back to look at it, I was like, oh, I really like that idea actually. So it has a green rug and some green curtains, which again, obviously was supposed to go with the whole Christmas theme at the time, but I like how it looked, so I stuck with it. This is like a twin boys room or something, or it could be a girls room. I mean, it really doesn't matter, but it's a blue room. I kind of just put in the essentials, a wardrobe, a dresser, that kind of thing, and threw some blinds in, and that's about it really. And I think I put a chair in the corner as well. There's nothing for your Sims to actually do in here apart from sleep, so it's kind of a pointless room, but necessary at the same time. There's no skill building items or anything. I was going to throw in the science thing, but I wasn't sure if teenagers can use it, so I thought I'll leave it out. I mean, you can put kids in here, it's not like you can't, but. And then I just threw a bunch of posters all over the walls to make it kind of have that rebellious theme, I guess. I don't know why whenever I decorate teenage bedroom I assume that it's going to be horribly messy and have posters everywhere, but it's kind of what my room is like, I guess, so even though I'm not a teenager anymore, but I'm only just not a teenager, so I feel like my room can still be messy. We're going outside now and doing more of the landscaping and stuff. I do actually add a whole garage to this house, which I think is the first time I've ever done that. I think I've ever done that before, which as you can see just happened off camera because I forgot to click record when I was doing that, but it was literally just a rectangle with a roof, so you didn't really miss much. And I'm just adding some stones around this path now for some detail because, I don't know, I didn't like the way it looked when it was just sharp edges. And this is what I meant about when I came in to do a quick build. And then I got carried away and started placing stones everywhere, which looks like it takes no time at all when it's sped up 9 times like this is. But trust me, when it's not sped up 9 times, it takes a while, so yeah. And then I go through and add all this foliage everywhere, and then I delete it all because I don't like the way it looks. It didn't look too messy, and I felt like this house would be more manicured, so we actually just leave it with some plain grass, and I think it looked better. I feel like this house would just be very manicured. It'd have a gardener, which you can actually hire in The Sims 4 now, so it's quite realistic. So yeah, I put down this terrain paint and then just put some mud all through it to make it kind of look a bit more realistic. And then I just put some little flowers around the tree there, and I put some little bushes either side of the pathway to sort of indicate the entrance to the house, if it wasn't obvious to begin with. So yeah, I like how it looked. It's very simple landscaping, but it works. And then I'm just adding the rest of these stones up the side of the path to the garage, of course. And the best way I always find to make it look like a garage door is to use 2 different types of foundation so that the garage door is seamless. So you use that flat modern foundation on the garage door, but you use that normal one that comes when you place foundation, if that makes sense, off to the side, and it kind of gives it that separation and makes it look separate. So That's what I try to do anyway. I've seen plenty of other people do it as well. So I'm just walling off the back garden now, or the side garden. It's kind of like the back and the side to this house, because the lot is I think it's a 40 by 30 lot, but the house is kind of off center, because centered it just took up too much of the lot and there wasn't actually any decent space either side or behind it to place a garden. So I placed it slightly off to the right hand side, and then the left hand side is the garden. So and I just put a big tree off to the left here because it looked kind of bare and empty, so I felt like I needed something over there, and I just put like a bench. And now we're doing the backyard, which is just a pool and like a dining area for eating and a little sitting area, and then just plenty of foliage all around. I do like this weird thing with the pool as well. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I couldn't make up my mind whether I liked it or not, where I kind of like fenced it off, but not like an actual fence you need like a gate to, like the really thin fence, if that makes sense. You'll see it in a second what I'm talking about, but yeah, I wasn't sure. I was trying to give it some sort of separation from the rest of the path. I don't know. It kind of looked kind of weird, but kind of looked cool at the same time, but yeah. Anyway, so we're going through and just putting in all of the flowers and everything, and there's not a crazy amount of landscaping in this build, but there is a lot of, well, no, not a crazy amount of flowers, but there's a lot of like evergreens. There's a lot of like bushes and shrubs and stuff, but not so many flowers. So this is what I mean. I'm starting to sort of just like wall off the path with this normal one, and then I go in with this really small little fencing, and I kind of wall off that pool area there, and I kind of like how that looks. It's just something different, I think. So yeah, I don't know. Just putting in the outdoor seating here. We just go with some very neutral colours, just like, I think actually we turned this all to that nice brown wicker stuff with the green, yeah. And then I changed the umbrella thing as well. I'm not sure what you call those. Is there a special name for tables with umbrellas in them? I'm not really sure. And if I'm really quiet, I apologise, but it is kind of late now, and me and my family fly tomorrow, so they've all gone to bed, so I'm trying to be as quiet as possible, but I wanted to get this done, so and I put in a little tree over here with some more shrubs and flowers just to fill up that flower bed, and that's the outside done. And all we've got to do is the master bedroom, another guest bedroom, and the master bathroom. I was trying to think what it was called then. I was really struggling for some reason, forgot the word bathroom. So I tried to go really grand in here at first with, again, green. I don't know what my obsession with green was in this build, but we actually go for like this gold colour of this bed. It's like a sandy kind of, I'm not really sure what you'd call it, but I like it. I haven't really used that kind of colour scheme before, because it's difficult when you do bedrooms in The Sims 4, as everyone will know, because you have to sort of go with the bed, because that's the colour scheme you have to go with, because everything else you can kind of change, but the beds have such limited options, so it's kind of difficult. But yeah, I like how it turned out in the end. It was pretty cool. Using my new favourite potted plant from The Sims 4 Dine Out. It just looks so good. I love that. It looks kind of fake as well, which is more realistic in a way that you'd have in a house, because you wouldn't necessarily have real plants everywhere, because it would be like, oh, such a hassle to keep up with, wouldn't it? I don't have any real plants. I have 2 plants in my bedroom, and they're both fake because I would kill them otherwise. But yeah, we're moving on to the master bathroom here. And zipping through, this just has like a, I think this kind of has like a brownish theme as well, kind of followed on from the bedroom, which I just thought would be nice. And I put in like this diagonal kind of bath, which just is a nice candle feature behind it, and then like a built-in kind of integrated shower area, sinks, and a toilet. So yeah. And then we're moving, oh no, we've got to do the wallpaper and stuff in here first, but I put in this stone flooring in here, which I thought would be quite nice, kind of natural at the same time, and then these dark brown tiles. It gave it this really sort of warming kind of feel, which is, I always think you want in a bathroom, because you don't want it to be cold when you go in there, because you're like early in the morning, you know, so not that it matters in The Sims, of course, the slightest, but yeah, that's just the kind of thought process that I had going on in my head. So this is the guest bedroom. It's kind of just like a mismatch of different furniture and stuff. I feel like they would have just slung their leftover furniture in here. Nothing matches too well. You know, you've got these random like poofs at the end of the bed, and a random, I don't think we leave a chair there. I think I just put a plant there in the end. Oh no, maybe we do leave the chair there. And yeah, so that was kind of my thought process behind this room. But yeah, I think that is everything, guys. So I hope that you enjoyed these past couple of speed builds while I've been away. Yes, they are pre-recorded, and of course I will be doing a room build or something with the new kids stuff pack when I come back from my holiday. And yeah, so leave me your comments, like this video if you enjoyed it, share, favourite, all that kind of fun, good stuff. And if you want to download it, then you can. Obviously, you can use all the normal hashtags like EndlxssSims, and whatever I call this house will be a hashtag as well on the gallery. And yeah, enjoy the screenshots, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.